Hello everyone, I thought I'd do a little video of me mocking up, or trying to mock up, the LT77 Defender gearbox, which I'm putting in my Series 2, because I'm putting a 3.9 V8 in it, and when I had a 3.5 in it, I kept doing the gearboxes and the diffs. So now that I'm going 3.9, which is about 50 horsepower more, it's going to smash the gearbox to bits and the diff. So now I'm going LT77, which is permanent four-wheel drive. So that will split the power to both axles. So hopefully half the power will be going to each axle. The gearbox is stronger, and it's an all synchro box, obviously. So, and it's 5-speed, whereas the old box was doubly clutch. No synchro in first and second, and they can't cope with a V8, not if you're giving it the beans. So that's why I'm going LT77. But it's a bit of a nightmare, because I've already fitted stage 1 front hubs and shafts, so they've got the CV, and I've measured from that engine mount, obviously the hole, to the bell housing of the length of my engine with the conversion kit on it. Then I've propped the gearbox sort of where it's meant to go, and the problem is the measurement from there to here will not put this in the right place. I can just about get the seat base in there, which will come up to about here, okay, but the gear levers are slightly further back. Now the problem is, if I push the gearbox forward, that will obviously push the engine forwards. So what I'll need to do is put the engine in, put the gearbox on the engine, so the engine is sitting in the right place, and then that will definitely tell me where but it is pretty much bang on. That's where it's sort of meant to be. The tape measure doesn't lie, unfortunately. So I'm surprised, because from there to the bulkhead, I thought that measurement was exactly the same on a 90, on a short wheelbase Defender, because the doors are the same length, the bulkhead's in the same position. The doors on a series and on a 90 Defender are the same length. So the only thing I can think of is maybe in a Defender they have the engine and gearbox further forwards than they do on a series, but I thought the bell housing was in the same place. I don't know. So got a few problems to try and overcome. And also I've rebuilt below the bell housing lock, below that prop shaft, I've rebuilt like a second sort of cross member, because what I'm going to need to do with that prop shaft laying on the top there, that needs to be cut, because the prop shaft on the Defender is further back, so the trajectory from the differential to that prop shaft ring, I don't know if you can just about see it, make it out down there, will be going through sort of the middle of that cross member. So I've got to chop that, I've got to chop a chunk out of that so the prop shaft will clear. So that was the main idea really of putting the gearbox in today, to get an idea of how much I need to chop out of that cross member. And then the gearbox mounts will all have to be made. I've already cut the cross member, the gearbox cross member off from under here, because I read up somewhere that's in the way for the LT77 box, so that needs to be moved. I knew that the cross member was going to have to be cut, the one at the bell housing, but I thought all of this lot was all just going to line up, but it doesn't. So what I might have to do is add the standard seat base in there, which is actually a 9110 one, which is over here, okay, and then keep that, which is also a Defender, okay, and then that green bit there, possibly have to make a different one up so that the gator can go on the top, if you get what I mean. You know, make it so it's further back, because when you put that on the top, if you have that in, say, what looks like the correct sort of position, it's miles out from that bell housing cover lot. Now I can put a bit in there, extend it that way, but the problem with that is this bit will be touching the seat base. There won't be any room for it. I did read somewhere someone notched it or something, but honestly I thought that would go straight in. I thought that would all line up, but it doesn't. So more problems there. So there you go. That is what I've been up to today on my 59 Series 2 that I've owned for, well, 34 years. And I'd like to get it back on the road for this summer, because the sun's shining, the clocks are about to go forward, and there's nothing better than driving along in a Land Rover with a roof off, especially if it's got a V8 in it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll do another video as soon as I can. Thank you very much.